Hello, I'm Srospa, and this is Momodora. I'm on attempt number 31. Woohoo! So I was thinking about whether there are any rules that I missed. And there are a few things that I still need to cover. So the first thing is you can collect these vitality shards. Or vitality fragments, I think they're called, that give you more health. And I realized that obviously whether or not I collect vitality fragments is kind of irrelevant because I'm trying to take any damage, so it doesn't really matter whether, how much hit points I have. What does matter is the key items you have to collect to beat the game. The first four are these emblem shards. There's four of them, and each one gives you a special ability. And they're also, you have to have all of them in order to get into the final area. So you have to get those. Two of them give abilities that affect your bow and arrow. And obviously I don't, those are irrelevant. One of them gives you an air dash, and I'm not going to place any real restriction on that. And the other one lets you warp around save points, which I'm also, there's no real reason to place any restriction on that either. You also are required to get the cat orb, which lets you transform between a human and a cat. Now it is technically an item, but I think I'm going to allow it because it is required. And also being a cat doesn't really give you that much in the way of benefits. You're shorter and you're faster, and you can't climb ladders or use items, but you can get through narrow gaps. So depending on what you need, you might be better off being a cat or a human. But it doesn't really give you an advantage. It doesn't heal you or make you stronger or anything, and it is a required item. You do have to use the cat orb at least once for certain. I think also a couple more times to get into a certain area. So I'm not going to place any restriction on the cat orb. And the last item you get, the last two stuff you get is you need the sealed wind, which is an item. You need to use it once to get the spring leaf, and the spring leaf gives you a boost to your attack. And it also is required to get the true ending. I'm not going to get the spring leaf until I get to the final boss, because it isn't required. It does give you a huge attack boost that does make the game easier to get through. So I think that does cover all the rules. I'm probably going to put all this in the video description of the first, at least the first video, and maybe the others after it. Anyway, so we did finally hit this bell, which means, huzzah! On the 31st attempt, I did make it. This is already shaping up to be quite a difficult challenge, so we'll see how I get through it as things get more difficult. This is only the first area of the game. Good lord. Alright, well, I will see you in the next segment.